Hello everyone and welcome to my new video where I will walk you through how to import Excel table to Power BI. Now, if you're watching this video, I assume you're new to Power BI and this is one of the first things you need to learn. So let's get started. First thing that we are going to do is we will open Power BI desktop. So you need to have installed Power BI desktop app. You can just find it by searching on Google, Power BI desktop, download latest version. It's very easy, straightforward. Just click yes when required and next, and that's it. And this is how it looks like when you open Power BI desktop. And first thing that we are going to do is we are going to select blank report. So we want to create new report from scratch. And to do that, we will need some data. And best way for your first Power BI report is by using Excel tables. Now you have several ways how to import Excel tables to Power BI, and I will show you both. Now first one is under Home tab, select Get Data, and here you have first option Excel Workbook, or you can select it here from this also Home menu. Just click here Excel Workbook, and now you just need to find it where it's stored on your machine. So in my case that will be Power BI folder, and here it is financial sample. Double click on it or click and select open, and new window will pop up. Now here, as you can see, I have two options. So I have financials and sheet one. Now what is the difference between these two? So difference is because I have within my Excel file data that is formatted as tables, and that is this one, and it is named, table name is financials. And when you click on it, you will get preview on the right side how it looks like. And if you want to select this table, if you have table, just mark it here and click on load. If you do not have table, if you have just data that is saved on some sheet, so usually you will go for this second option, and that is sheet one. Now let's click on it just to see a data preview, and here it is. It's same as my table, so you can choose both from these options. Now, if you do not have data formatted as a table, you will see only sheet one, or however this sheet is named. So let's go with the sheet, mark it. Now you have here two options, load and transform data. What load will do is it will load the data to Power BI, it will import everything, but usually what you should do before importing data is you should check it, maybe to apply some transformation steps, some modification to check data types, check column headers, and if you have any errors within your Excel table. Now, how you're going to do that is with help of Power Query, and to access Power Query, you will have to select transform data, and it will take you to Power Query. And Power Query looks like this. So here we have our sheet. This is preview of our table, and here you have some applied steps that Power BI applied automatically, and that is source. Here we can see source of our data, and let's click on this gear icon, and it will show us location of our file. That's good, it's Excel workbook. Cancel it. Now here Power BI applied promoted headers step. So what this step does is it took column titles from first row and set it as column headers. Change type, and here we have some data types applied automatically by Power BI. I recommend you to check this because sometimes Power BI detects some column types wrong. Usually it's case with date columns. So let's check, do we have any date columns? We have order date, and it is marked as date. As you can see in top left corner of this column, you see date icon. And let me just show you which data types you have. So you have decimal number, fixed decimal number, usually used for currencies. Difference between decimal number and fixed decimal number is that fixed decimal number has I think 4 decimals, while decimal number can have much more decimals. And second option, fixed decimal number, is better because it will consume less memory. So in case you do not need all those decimals, go with fixed decimal number. You have whole number, percentage, date, time, date. Now this everything is, I think it's clear. So data types are correct. Let me check once again. That's good. And if you have, let's say, applied some steps, for example, let's change this unit sold from decimal number to whole numbers because those are units. We do not have any decimals. Let's add it as a new step, and this step we have applied will be visible here under applied steps. And now let's just select close and apply to close Power Query and apply steps that we have made. So close and apply. And now, as you can see here, our table has been imported. You can check table content here in table view. It's on the left side, select table view, and now you can see table. And here in report view, you can create your first visualization. So let's select one order date and let's select profit. And we got this, our first line chart. And that's it for today's video. If you would like to learn more about Power BI, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like this video. See you in one of my next videos. Bye.